Hi guys, welcome to my monthly recap video. This is going to be a little bit of a longer recap video because I'm actually recapping both the months of November and December because I went through a period in November where I didn't scrapbook very much and then I made up for it in December. So I'm combining those 2 months together. And so I've got a bunch of layouts to share with you guys. And then I also normally I've been sometimes calling it out with the old and then my kit shares in with the new, but I'm sort of moving away from that these days. And so normally what I do is I show you guys what I have left of my kit, and people seem to really like seeing that. So I will show you guys what I have left. In this case, I'm actually re-kitting because this is all holiday supplies. It doesn't go into my regular stash. What I will do is just keep it in its kit format. I'm going to put it in one of these Scraptastic bags that the kits come in and put it away with my holiday stuff until next year. And then rather than getting a daily December kit or whatever the case might be next year, I'll pull this out and use it for some pocket pages or any little projects that I do throughout December. So the stamps obviously are reusable, so I'm going to put these in with my stamp collection. I have a whole bunch of stamps here. Whole bunch of Scraptastic stamps, and I also keep my Lawn Fawn stamps in here because they're my favorite. And so I will put these right here, like that. Then these letters, I don't think I can spell anything else with them. I was surprised to get 2 titles out of these. There's only one of each letter in the pack, so I'm just going to call it quits with this one and throw these ones away. I know somebody out there is going, no, don't throw those away, you can spell monk with that. Yeah, I don't do any layouts about monks, so I'm just going to throw them away. Sorry if I'm making you cringe when I do that, but I can't hold on to things that I'm not likely to use. I will put this in with my thickers just because I love these. They're very Christmassy, very holiday-ish. Maybe I will just leave them in the kit. I just have to turn off my ringer here so I'm not disturbed. Yeah, I'll leave these in with the kit. I'm unlikely to use these because they're both glitter and white. They're very holiday-ish, so I'm going to keep those for holiday layouts. Put this in the kit, put this in the kit. Then I've got all of these die cuts. I'll show you guys what I have left over. So I made a couple of titles out of this, a couple of titles out of this. I have almost an entire set of these stickers. I just didn't get to use many of them. I do really like them. I used up a ton of these, but I still have some really pretty ones, including one of these packages, which is my favorite. These 3, there were 4 of them, I think, and they were my favorite items in the whole kit. So, and I have lots of these puffy stickers left too, and these are beautiful supplies that I absolutely love. I just didn't get a chance to use them. I have a ton of these die cuts from the Wish Season collection from Fancy Pants, and I have tons of die cut pieces left from the Ellie Studio die cuts that came in the kit. I have 2 flare badges left, and they're super cute ones too. I wish I got to use them. And some wood veneer trees, and I still have lots of these little stars. So I'm going to slip these into a Ziploc bag. You can see I've got like lots and lots and lots of leftovers because these packages just come with so much in them. And then I have other stars, but I could put those in with my stars, but it's nice to have stars in with Christmas stuff. So there we go. I'm going to put the label in there. These are just like the manufacturer's information so that I can remember, just in case I want to do a video, I can say where I got some of these supplies. And I threw in those vellum gifts as well because I didn't use all of them. I only used a handful, like 1 or 2 of. There's also some of these Scraptastic exclusive cut-aparts I didn't get to use either. I only used 1 of them, so I'll slide those in there. So there's all of the loose embellishments. Here's all of the sticker packs that have, packaging with them. And then I have my scraps. So this paper I love so much. This is all I have left of this basic gray paper, and I love this wood grain too, so I'm going to hang on to that. This makes a really nice mat, so I'm going to hang on to that. This is not a full piece of cardstock, and this I cut into. This is a full uncut piece of paper from the Scraptastic Kit Club. This I have quite a bit left of. I used just a strip of this Teresa Collins paper. It wasn't my favorite paper in the kit, but I did like using it for one layout. I used a bunch of this, but I still have lots of it left. I used a strip of this. I have some scraps of these two. And this is not a full piece either because I used a border punch on that. That's that wood grain paper, so I'm going to hang on to that. I'm not necessarily going to keep all of my scraps, but I keep my scraps for my favorite papers. Then this is an uncut piece. So far we've got 2 uncut pieces of pattern paper, 3 uncut pieces of pattern paper. And this I would have loved to have used for a background. This is gorgeous. It's a very, very pretty background, so I'm going to hang on to that. And then there is cardstock that coordinates with the kit. So all of this stuff I'm going to go ahead and slide into this baggie, and along with it I'm going to put some of my extra pattern paper. So of the extra pattern paper, some of it I used and some of it I didn't. Now the November kit that I had was called Ain't No Sunshine, and I've already dekitted that one, so I can't show you my leftovers. But what I will do next is show you what I created this month. And here are the layouts that I created with the All I Want for Christmas Is You kit. So I have this one called Since We've No Place to Go, and there is a process video about this one on my channel, so check that out if you haven't already. This is probably my favorite layout of the whole month. Then we have this one called Chase and Jude. There's also a process video about this one on my channel. This one is called Feeling Elfish, process video on my channel. This one is called Tapas, and there's a process video on my channel. This one I did today. And this one is called Ugly Sweater Party. There's a process video on my channel. This one I did today. These two were super fast. Each of them were less than an hour. It took me less than an hour. This one was 45 minutes and this one was 50 minutes. And they were super fun. I love doing fast layouts whenever I can because it's kind of like, I don't know, the process is different when I'm trying to do it fast. Anyhow, these were very, very enjoyable. So I got a total of 5 layouts out of that kit, and you guys saw the leftovers I had. I could have done easily many, many, many more layouts. I ran out of time, which is always the case with these Scraptastic kits. I always run out of time, and my next kit arrives before I have a chance to do any more layouts. So these will go in my album. Then these are, so again, as I mentioned, I'm reviewing the layouts that I did for November as well because the November and December were sort of smushed together for me this year. I have this one, it's called #shop, and there's a process video on my channel. This one is called Read More in 2016, and it's another fairly simple one, although it didn't take a short amount of time because of the circles giving me a headache. But it's a nice one. This one was based on a sketch by Christine Davidson. This one is called Soccer Then and Now, and it's probably my favorite from this kit. I love it, actually. I really love it. And this one is called Me to We, and it has this hidden journaling, which fits in a little pocket behind. And it has this butterfly kind of pull tag on it, a layered butterfly pull tag, and then it has 2 QR codes that you can scan with your phone to watch 2 videos about We Day, and then I did my journaling on the back of this card. I love this layout. Just in terms of like capturing memories and and documenting our life. I really love this layout for that. And here's some of the details. This one took longer to do. There's a lot of sewing and a lot of kind of like lining up all those strips of washi tape took a long time, and just figuring it out took a while. So I did 4 layouts with the Ain't No Sunshine kit, and I will put those in my album as well. And then I did one extra stash layout this month. This is called Sushi Nami. There's a process video for it, and I made this with a combination of my stash and the Mimosa embellishment kit. And this was a lot of fun to do, and it has this journaling tag that can be taken off, and I have some hidden journaling on the back side of it, and then public journaling on the front of it, and then it looks nice with the tag there or gone. So even when you're reading it, it looks nice underneath. So there's that. And bear with me because I started Project Life this month too. So I have 2 layouts in my Project Life album to share with you guys. This was my week 1 of Project Life, and I'm doing actual Project Life like the traditional way. I'm using Becky Higgins core kits in my stash to just basically I'm trying to use them up. I'm working from the Jude kit right now. No, not Jude, from the Jade kit. Jude is my nephew. I'm working from the Jade kit right now, but I have a couple of other kits as well, core kits from Becky Higgins, that I'll kind of dig into throughout the course of the year. But there's not a process video for this one, but there is a share video for this. And this one was a lot of fun to make. They're all a lot of fun to make. And then this one I did last night. It's my week 2. And so the way that I'm doing Project Life this year is each week is going to be a single-sided page of a spread. So each week will be just 1/2. Unless if it's a really super busy week, then I might do a double page spread every once in a while. My hope is that my entire Project Life will fit into this one album this year. And this is a Becky Higgins album that I got on clearance at my local scrapbooking store. It's really pretty. I really like it a lot. So there's that. And now I'm going to put you on fast forward because I get a lot of questions about where I store my album, where I store my layouts, so I'll show you. So I keep my layouts in 3-ring binders. I have a lot of 3-ring binders from American Crafts, and from Recollections. Most of my albums are from those 2, the fabric covered D-ring binders, but I recently decided to give these We Are Memory Keepers albums a try because they're very popular, and I thought, well, all those people can't be wrong. So, wow, they're gorgeous albums. They're really, really, really beautiful. I love them. It's going to be very hard to go back to my old fabric-covered albums, especially since the fabric-covered albums tend to really attract cat hair. Anyhow, they have all these stickers that I take off when I usually take it off before I start to use it, but in this case I've left them on for a little bit. This one is called Coral. It's 12 by 12 3-ring album, Coral. It's pretty. And I got all different colors. I don't like do all the same color. I'm sure that would look really nice on my shelf, but I just don't. So what I do is, these are actually 2 old layouts because they were on display in my house, and so I finally took them down. They're from 2012, but I just stuck them in here, and I can put them in my 2012 binder when, like, next time I have all my binders down. But for now, my album starts with, this looks like September of 2015. So I've got September in here, I've got October in here, I'm missing a page here. Oh, that's because I wanted to put my 3 Halloween layouts all together, and then it ends. So I'm going to put one of these November layouts. Actually, I think I'll put this Sushi Nami, although this is from December. Yeah, I'm going to put that one another time. And this is timely as well. And this is timely. And this is timely. Here, me to we. I'll put that in here. So basically I don't want things from, like, I kind of scrap in chronological order. Like I'm a current scrapbooker, so I only really scrapbook current photos unless if I have something like a burning desire to go back and scrapbook something that's old. So if I put them in the book in the order in which I scrap them, then my books are going to be generally in chronological order, but with a couple of exceptions, and I kind of like it that way. So this one comes next. Every once in a while you'll get like a flashback where I grabbed an old photo and scrapbooked it, but I'll still put it in the same album because I can't be bothered with finding new albums to put them in, like finding the old album to put it in. So I think it's kind of cool that these two landed back to back because they are on the same piece of background paper. This one is the A side, get a little cat hair there, and this one is the B side, so that's kind of cool that they end up that way. And I usually fill it up with layouts from the pages that come with the album, and then I add a couple of extra until it's so full that it's you know, like I might put maybe 2 or 4 more layouts in this album so that it's full. Because this one has a very dimensional embellishment in it, I might not put more in this one. I might just kind of leave it as it is so that that one doesn't get squished into the layout on the other side of it. So that is how I store my layouts, just in these albums. And then the albums go up in my house on a shelf in the hall, in the console table in the hall. So that's it. That is my month in review. Thanks for watching and have a really great scrappy month.